What is the lowest level you can beat Pokemon Red and Blue using a Muck? I want you to take note, Dewgong is faster than me, right? I use Harden. Now I'm faster. Why is that? In Gen 1, whenever you beat a gym leader or half the gym leaders, they're going to boost one of your stats. Now, I don't know if I call it a glitch, but we call it the badge boost, where anytime your stats are altered, good or bad, meaning if I use Harden or if they use Growl or, any of those kind of moves, I'm going to get an extra 12.5% boost in all my stats. And the thing to take note here is when you level up, you lose the badge boost, but you don't lose the stats that you intentionally raise. So Slowbro, Lorelei has good AI, so meaning Lorelei's always going to use a super effective move. Amnesia is considered Psychic. Psychic's good against poison. So Lorelei, Slowbro will only ever use Amnesia, won't use anything else. So super easy for me to mimic, get the Amnesias going, get my special up, get my badge boost up, and then they can't handle my Thunderbolts. But look at that Jinx. That Jinx was powerful. The Jinx is the reason why I had to get to such a high level. But now Lapras is going to be a breeze, so that is Lorelei. One down. So the question I ask is, what is the lowest level you can beat Pokemon Red and Blue using a Muck? We are on to Bruno. So again, we're going to take advantage of the badge boost here. We're just going to Harden. Harden does two things. One, Bruno's a physical attacker, except for the Hitmonchan. And two, the badge boost. Something else to note is Muck does know Minimize. I got to Bruno at like level 38 if we're using Minimize. But not that you guys can't. I do think it's legal to do so in this set of runs. I will not be using Minimize or Double Team. I just think it takes away the fun for me, and it gives you guys a chance to beat me if you so choose to try these challenges on your own. That being said, Bruno is a cakewalk. The only thing that's really worrisome is the Hitmonchan because it does have special moves. But other than that, there's really nothing that I'm too worried about. If I beat Bruno at 38, I'm definitely not concerned about beating him at 52. I'll try to find a Pokemon that Bruno's good against soon. So the question I ask is, what is the lowest level you can beat Pokemon Red and Blue using a Muck? We're on to Agatha. Now, a sad day. Note the level 62. Very rough. Muck was doing very good, but Agatha absolutely walled me. This is actually why it took me so long. I'm trying to do one of these a day, but I couldn't get past Agatha, and I did not want to go to level 62 because of what you'll see in the Lance battle. I did not want to be this high of a level. That being said, at level 62, what happens is you can finally tank a Nightshade with your substitute, which is huge. But Agatha is, as we say, and I'm probably going to say it in every video ever, the Agatha lottery. I mean, she can make or break you. You could sit here and probably do 2,000 runs just to hope to get a lucky shot. I don't have that kind of time. I hope one of you guys do have that kind of time and can beat Agatha at like level 55 or something. That'd be awesome. But she's just such a lottery. All the moves she uses are lotteries. Then she has Confusion, Hypnosis, which is a lottery in itself. Nightshade just does consistent chip damage, especially when you're using one Pokemon. It's like, well, she's got 3 Pokemon with Nightshade. They're all going to do 50 HP. So it's a little bit of a struggle. But the substitute against Agatha is a really good strat. If the Pokemon can no substitute, I recommend using it just to avoid that confusion, make things a little more consistent, put the odds a little more in your favor. But yeah, so the question I ask you is, what is the lowest level you can beat Pokemon Red and Blue using a Muck? Alright, so what we want to talk about in this one is Lance has good AI. Now, we talked about this a little bit on the Lorelei video, but let's dive into it a little more here. Good AI means they will use super effective moves all the time when they can, and they will not use not very effective moves when they can. Also, opponents don't have PP in Gen 1, so they have unlimited, so they'll never go to struggle. So Dragonair sees Agility as a Psychic types, thinks that's a super effective move, and will continue to use it. Even though it only boosted speed and does no damage, it'll continue to use Agility as long as it goes. So I have plenty of time to set up, plenty of time to badge boost. This Dragonair is going to do the same exact thing. And this is why I really didn't want to go so high when battling Agatha, because I knew I could get to blue easily with these little tactics here. I believe they did fix this in Gen 2, where they made some of these people just go completely random, because completely random was better than the good AI, quote-unquote good AI. And there's Dragonite using Barrier, thinks it's a Psychic move, but again, does nothing to me, so we just go ahead and take him out. So the question I ask you is, Was the lowest level you can beat Pokemon Red and Blue using a Muck. We're on to Blue. This one was a doozy. I tried so many different strategies with this. What really came to bite me in the butt and what I want you guys to think about if you try to do these runs yourself, what moves do you need to the end? Because I would have liked to have Acid Armor. I would have liked to have some other moves, Substitute, but I didn't have them because I got rid of them in an earlier battle because I needed a different move. So kind of theory crafting, thinking, how can I get past this without deleting a move? What moves am I going to need at the end? I mean, going back and doing this all over again. Taking notes as you go. That's what you got to do if you want to beat these levels. Anyway, I tried to mimic Recover. I tried to do all sorts of different things here, but no strat was really working other than just getting after it, to be honest. Hyper Beam, if you knock them out, it doesn't need to recharge. So with Muck's high attack stat, Hyper Beam is immaculate. Body Slam for the chip damage. Hyper Beam to go ahead and knock it out. We do not want the Executor to put us to sleep. We get a nice little lucky withdrawal here. The Blastoise can easily take us out. But we want to do a little chip damage on that Thunderbolt here. Crit, love to see it. World record, so the question I ask you is,